This is the site of the former Outright Books. It was situated on Independence Boulevard near Mount Trashmore. Even at its launch in 1990, the outside of Outright Books was unassuming. Housed in the middle of a plain, brick strip mall, the store could be easily overlooked. This was by design. It allowed the customers to blend in. No longer could they be singled out by military stickers on their cars.
People were still scared to be seen going in and out of certain places because the military was awful. They had that NIS, and they'd ride around the parking lot looking for military stickers, and it was ridiculous.
Despite the discreet location, Earl and the store were still the targets of harassment. On separate occasions, the windows of both the shop and Earl's car were smashed in. The Portfolio, a local media outlet, refused to allow Outright to advertise in their publication for using the terms gay and lesbian in the ads. In spite of the pushback, Earl was very proud of his bookstore. He carefully crafted the logo himself, utilizing queer symbology like the lambda, rainbow, and upside-down triangle.
And I even came up with a design that incorporated all the gay symbols, the inverted pink triangle, the rainbow, the lambda.
He wanted a place where you could foster meaningful discussions and relationships. Oftentimes, the only social settings for LGBTQ+ people were bars and clubs. On a personal note, he was proud of his sobriety and wanted a place free from temptation. He decided that a bookstore would be the perfect place.
It was a place that they could go, and they were accepted, and they were welcomed.
At the time, gay bookstores were not an innovation. The Oscar Wilde bookshop, which opened in Greenwich Village in November of 1967, is credited as being the very first. Earl wanted to bring similar resources to the local queer community. The store itself was a series of 4 rooms. The front of the store is where Earl would assist customers and lend an ear when needed. Here, there were displays of buttons, cards, jewelry, stickers, and other trinkets. The next room is where the cafe was located, and where most of the discussions were conducted. The third and fourth rooms housed shelves of books and erotica. Earl's vision for Outright Books was to serve not only as a bookstore, but as a center of refuge for the queer community. By 1997, Lambda Rising had replaced Outright Books due to financial constraints. However, for the 7 years that Outright Books was open, they sponsored countless events. They hosted weekly book clubs that connected the queer community and opened a dialogue surrounding sexuality and gender expression. They coordinated with Old Dominion University on weekend pride events and hosted art shows. They organized book signing events where special emphasis was placed on books written by women and people of color. Outright Books even served as a voter registration center.
It broke my heart, but I had 14, 15-year-olds coming to the bookstore that their parents kicked them out because they were gay.
Outright Books was the conduit for Earl's work in the community. He established the first Pride Fest at Mount Trashmore, where Outright was one of the sponsors.
The Mount Trashmore Pride, it was a big deal.
This very open and public location allowed a sense of freedom for festgoers.
I'm here, I'm queer, I'm fabulous, get used to it. So.
Earl opened a second location on Granby Street in Norfolk. The upstairs of the location served as the headquarters for TACT. The Tidewater AIDS Crisis Task Force worked to assist those affected by the AIDS epidemic. In response to the national ban on gay people in the military, Outright Books hosted a letter-writing social with the Lambda Democratic Club, and in 1993, they participated in the March on Washington.
I mean, everybody should get to be and do who they are.
Outright Books gave the queer community an outlet to share their perspectives and experiences in a safe space. It allowed them to rewrite stereotypes and showcase a diverse array of experiences. Historically, this has served to empower the queer community to tell their stories and raise awareness. We have come such a long way in the decades since Outright Books has closed, and it is because of people like Earl who created these spaces that paved the way for positive change.
As somebody that tried to help the community, a decent person,